Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Give me the baby. I want the baby. I eat the baby. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Give me the baby. I want to eat the baby.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have a moment for human babies?
Wake up! All of you! Who's feeding on the children?
Discovery in Ireland. A mass grave of children has been found at a site that was once a Catholic orphanage. Nuns ran the home where thousands of unmarried mothers were forced to stay as punishment. Many of the women were able to leave after serving their time. Their children were left behind.
Now to Canada, where horrors from a different era have returned to haunt the country. Another mass grave of children has been unearthed. School children. And this is the third one since May. 182 unmarked graves have been found in British Columbia. More than 1,000 mass graves have been found in Canada. The findings have led to an angry backlash. But neither the Justin Trudeau government nor the Catholic Church wants to take responsibility.
We took their babies and we gifted them or we sold them.
Hello, Imperial Dragon Restaurant? I've got a herd of you-know-what's for sale.
We took their babies and we gifted them or we sold them.
I'm absolutely outraged by what we're allowing to happen to our children. These children are not just kidnapped and in some cases bred by families as a cash crop. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them.
We took their babies and we gifted them or we sold them.
They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind, at least the ones that are here.
Are they carnivorous? They eat humans?
Yes. And they need to be, they won't eat a dead human. It has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children. You know, and we've been told, you shouldn't talk about that. You know, other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? They're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. These children were food. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough.
Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Give me the baby. I want the baby. I eat the baby. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Give me the baby. I want to eat the baby.
We took their babies and we gifted them or we sold them or we trafficked them. We gifted them or we sold them.
Hello, Imperial Dragon Restaurant? I've got a herd of you-know-what's for sale. Let me check. Oh, what? You a cutie. About 35 pounds.
We took their babies and we gifted them or we sold them.
What? What?
Hi, Bender. We'd like to adopt a child.
Well, you come to the right place, because Honest Bender's Orphanarium means discount orphans. Now, little lady, what do I have to do to send you home with 12 orphans today?
I'm afraid we only want one.
Whatever you say, Chief. I'll show you what I got in stock.
I remember this from when we were kids. The warden would trot you out in front of prospective parents, and they'd judge you like a piece of meat.
I'm Albert.
You're under arrest for child cruelty, child endangerment, depriving children of food, selling children as food, and misrepresenting the weight of livestock.
Which is, humans are not protecting themselves. They're not protected. And so if you don't warn them, you're culpable. The next time somebody gets snatched and eaten or taken away, or their child, and I'm more concerned about the children, obviously, than anything else.
That's That's it. Well, that's what.
And so that's my statement. My statement is, I care about the children, and I want to protect the children. How can you protect a child? You must tell them. You must tell their parents what's happening, what's really going on this planet.
6 years on from the discovery of 800 babies' bodies in sewage tanks under a former mother and baby home in the Irish town of Tuam, and a state commission to investigate what really happened still has yet to report. But Tuam seems to be the tip of the iceberg. This is Shan Ross Abbey. Like all such homes, women who'd become pregnant out of marriage were ordered to come here and surrender their babies to the nuns for adoption.
Turned over the sod and I just noticed lots of small bones.
The nuns claim 269 babies died here, the last in 1994. Yet official records say the actual figure is over 1,000. So where are they?
I want the baby. I eat the baby. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Give me the baby. I want to eat the baby.
We've established the existence of a burial pit for unbaptised children whose deaths aren't recorded anywhere, and it's believed a sewage tank has been laid in the Angels' Plot as well. It's an echo of what happened at Tuam. At another home, Bessborough, a confidential Irish Health Service document showed just how many infants died in the care of the nuns. In 1 year, the death rate was 82%. 900 babies died here, yet only 64 are recorded. The nuns say they can't remember where the rest are.
I want the baby. I eat the baby. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Give me the baby. I want to eat the baby.
For the relatives, the idea that the remains of thousands of children are scattered around Ireland shouldn't really be a matter for a civil commission of inquiry at all. It should be something for these people, the police. There were 14 mother and baby homes in Ireland. Our investigation has raised concerns about a number of them, but by no means all. The Irish State Commission has an opportunity to reveal the truth about what happened throughout the 20th century, with all the implicit criticism of the role of the Catholic Church in society.
But some Zarnak started eating a few humans here, a few humans there.
before you know it.
When your seven stomachs are a grumbling, don't reach for the Quiznar fruit. Grill up some fresh human, then you know what to do. Human meat, great friendly dinners.
Billions of humans are exploited every year in Zarnap Industries. It's big business now. Oh, excuse me, miss. Do you have a moment for human babies?
We took their babies and we gifted them, or we sold them, or we trafficked them to the point of their disappearance from our hearts and from our sight, from our country, and in the case of Tuam, and possibly other places, from life itself.
Excuse me, miss. Why are you dressed for laser tag?
Oh boy, you guys don't have any clue, do you? I'm here to stop the shapeshifters that are infiltrating your planet.
That's what we look like to them, because this is all a computer simulation that basically was created long ago. Those planets out there are already conquered and simulated, which is why there's only us.
Is he okay? I just changed my mind. I think Drag is an alien. I think you're the alien.
Well, I am a shape-shifting lizard.
Okay, well,
Now
anyway.
you're going to encourage people.
Well,
I am a shape-shifting lizard.
Okay, well,
Now
anyway.
you're going to encourage people.
Or if they taste your DNA, you know, like, for example, if they drink your blood, then they can literally shapeshift into a creature that looks identical to, you know, whoever they're trying to mimic.
Is there sex trafficking like that in outer space now? Yeah. Humans are used for food. They're used for building things. The slaves, for sex slaves. There's many things that you could sit back and imagine. That's what's occurring.
Of course, now we know that graves have been discovered at 2 schools so far. Do you think that this means there are more graves that have yet to be discovered?
Well, it absolutely does. And one of the things that's very important to know is that in Canada, we had our Truth and Reconciliation Commission because there were still 80,000 living survivors of the residential schools at the time. And they took the government and the 4 national churches who ran the schools to court over the harms that they had experienced as children. And during our work, we had our commission function for 6.5 years. We recorded thousands of statements, and many of those talked about children who had died at the schools, things that they had witnessed by way of extreme abuses, children who had disappeared, in some cases, graves that they had been compelled to help dig. So we already knew that there were many deaths in schools. And indeed, our work, even though our mandate did not include missing or lost children, we did it anyway because it kept coming up in the statements we were receiving from the survivors. And so we had already recorded 3,200 children who died in the schools, and we were aware of 1,000 others.
Give me the baby! Give me the baby! Yummy, yummy, yummy! Give me the baby! I want the baby! I eat the baby! Yummy, yum, 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 yum! Yummy, 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 yummy! Give me the baby! I want to eat the baby!